What is happening, everybody? Dirty D's out here in the garage, and I'm going to tell you what's happening. Motorcycle riding, motovlog camera, helmet setups, and garage organization. These are the three things we're going to go over today in this short little video. I'm going to share with you a system of management and production. It was actually developed for industry, and it's called Six Sigma. Now, this Six Sigma program, the key is streamline and efficiency and being able to replicate incredible results. So we're going to go through that today. By the way, if you're new to the channel, Dirty D's out here in the garage. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and hit the bell. Let's move on. So this whole Six Sigma thing, it's nothing new. It's been around for a really long time. But like I mentioned, a lot of it is around streamlining things, and that's something I've really been into lately. I mean, with time on our hands, a lot of us, you've got time for these projects like garage organization, etc. And by the way, shout out to all the essential ones, man. If you are working in automotive, if you're working at Home Depot, if you're at Starbucks slanging iced mocha cappuccinos, I mean, if you're the chick working at the Dollar Tree that went and looked for hand sanitizer in the back to see if anybody had returned some, dude, these people, from the bottom of our hearts, man, thank you so much. Let's start off with motovlogging. I've seen a lot of different ways to fix cameras and microphones onto helmets. Some people use what I call the antler style, so you've got it sitting off here to the side, which is kind of cool because you can see part of your helmet and it kind of gives you that different perspective. I've seen some people use the what I call the unicorn style. They got it sitting up on top of their head, which is also cool because it gives you a higher perspective. Me, I like to use the chin mount style for a lot of different reasons, but one of them is the ease of setting this thing up on your helmet. So, you know, a lot of people will use all of these screws and contraptions and all kinds of stuff like this, man, and they're screwing stuff to their helmet. They're gluing stuff to their helmets. Some of them are ruining their helmets. But really, what I want to get at is how simple it can be. Now, look, the more stuff you're putting on your helmet, it's going to weigh that down a little bit in the front, okay? And it might not be real noticeable unless you go on a 5-hour ride and then you start getting some neck pain and you wonder why. It's because those few grams or ounces on your neck weighing down your chin, man, that can be a real hassle. Here's the other thing. I don't want anything permanently on my helmet because sometimes I ride in places where people don't want to be on camera, man. And if you have a GoPro thing on the front of your helmet, yeah, you can take the GoPro off, but you've still got all this contraption hanging out there. Here's what I use. If you can get away with it, and if your helmet in the front is designed small enough, I might say, you can use something like this. This is nothing more than a wrist strap, a Velcro wrist strap. I bought this off of Amazon for $7. The more pieces you have to a product, or the more steps you have in a process, the more likely it is that something's gonna break or break down, which leads to inefficiency. So here's how this thing is fixed to the block. I just use that little GoPro strap right there, and check this out. Bam, that's it. Dude, like I said, you can get this off of Amazon for like $7. This is no commercial for Amazon. This ain't no commercial for Six Sigma. I'm just sharing with you what I know. I love it, man. And this, by the way, is how I have worked with the GoPro on my helmet since I started YouTube. So that's GoPro. Moving on to the next, and this one I love because it's about garage organization. Put things where they are being used. So don't just look at the things you have in your garage. Look at where things are placed to save you as many steps and as much time, literal steps that you take to walk from one spot to the next. Set it up to where it's really organized. It's gonna make your process smooth and streamlined. Here's what I did. So number one, obviously I've got my toolbox up here right above my workspace, but then I took the tools that I use most frequently and that we use in the house most frequently, I took them out and I put them right here in the tray, and now I've got it here. Everybody knows where they can get their hammers, where they can get their screwdrivers. I've got the Phillips and a flathead, little socket set here. I've got the wrenches here. All right, so one of the other S's is called sorting. And they basically say, when in doubt, throw it out. You take inventory of everything you have around you. It could be at your desk, it could be in your garage, it could be in your car, or whatever the case is. And you look at things that you may or may not use. For those things that you don't use, man, throw that stuff out. And if you need to replace it at some point, then replace it. But look, I'll give you an example. Here in this garage, I have this box of stuff that dude, this box has been in here for years. From time to time, if I can't find something in the house, I'll go through and look for it in this box, and it's never there. I don't use this stuff, but I'm holding on to it just in case. I'm not gonna even remember it in a couple of days. Now I've got even more space to work. So now let's talk about motorcycle riding. For this one, I'm gonna bring you on over here with me. I already have something prepared. Making things standard or consistent. It's about building habits. It's about making decisions once and making that the rule, right? So you can save time. You don't have to think about your decision making. You don't do things sometimes one way and sometimes another way. All that's gonna lead to is inconsistency in the final product. So let's talk about motorcycle riding. Check this out. All right, so here's one of the things that I have made an absolute habit. In motorcycle riding, if I'm taking a right-hand turn and there are 2 lanes going right, I am always in the inside lane. Because if I'm in the outside lane, here's what's gonna happen. And I know a lot of you guys might like the outside lane because it's a wider turn and you don't have to be as tight. Being tight on these turns, number one, it's gonna help you in your twisties when you come around them. But number two, I'm gonna show you this very important example. If I'm on the outside lane, when I make this turn, okay, so now we're going at the same speed, but because I'm on the outside lane, it's a bigger turn. Now I'm in this guy's blind spot. And you know what happens most times? The person in this tight lane, they're gonna swing wide. People do it all the time. It gets on my friggin' nerves. But this is what's gonna happen. Bam! Okay? So instead, I'm always on the inside lane. And this is consistent without fail. And when I say without fail, I mean even when I'm driving my car, I make this a habit. I'm on the inside lane because what happens is, we're going at the same speed, but because my turn's tighter, I'm out in front of this guy. And now he can see me. I might even speed up a little bit just to make sure he can see me. Now over here, you might say, it's better to be in the outside lane because it's a wider turn. Think about this. Even if you get past this guy, right? So I get past this guy, he stays in his lane. What if this dude runs a red light? Happens all the time, especially because this light just turned green and you're out in the front. That's when you're likely to get nailed by somebody running the damn red light. So if I'm going out this way, bam, now I'm getting hit from the side or I'm getting T-boned. And I make this thing so consistent that I even do it when I'm driving in my car, because then I don't have to mentally switch gears when I get on my bike. I always have that habit. I'm in the tight lane every single time. Remember this the next time you're riding your motorcycle or you're in your car. Look out for times when cars are in the tight lane or the inside lane and they swing wide. You're gonna see it a lot. I would recommend staying in the close lane, staying in the tight lane. And again, this applies to many areas of our lives. I even do this at home. When I'm getting my girl in or out of the car, I'll always open the door for her. Always, every single time, ever since we started dating. And that's just the way things are. Because I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm gonna get real close in the camera so you can hear this. If you don't do that, one day somebody will, and you won't like it. And they might be wearing a Dirty D's t-shirt. Don't hold it against them, they're good people, folks. All right, guys and gals, I want to thank you so much for joining me here in the garage. I want to hear any systems that you have set up to make things streamlined or any of those projects you're working on if you're at home. Remember, to the essential ones, man, God love you. We appreciate you. Not only that, I hope that one day we all get to see each other in the dirty damn streets. And until then, I'll see you soon. Watch out for a surprise video coming later on this week. Peace out, people. I'm thinking about you. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy. And we'll see you out there in the streets.